By now, I think it's safe to say that anyone who watches this lesson already has an understanding of what I mean when I say social media. Inevitably, most of you will have Facebook pop into your heads as it is the most prominent social network that's out there. But at its core, what is social media exactly? Now, if your gut reaction is just to say it's a website on the internet where you share updates on what you do and connect with friends, you're right. But at this point, it's become much more than that. I would actually argue that social media has become a part of our daily lives for most people that are on Earth. Because Facebook is now a publicly traded company, they have to be pretty transparent about their users and revenue numbers. So as an example, in quarter 2 of 2014, the company indicated that they had 1.317 billion users on the social network. To put that in perspective, this means that roughly 19% of the entire world is currently on Facebook. Now, when you think about social media, it's no longer just a website on the internet that people visit on a regular basis. Instead, social media has become so much more than that. On a personal level, people use Facebook to stay connected with their family, friends, coworkers, acquaintances, and sometimes even just that random person who decided to request friendship with you, which is a little creepy. But social media, it isn't just a tool that people use to stay connected with their friends anymore. It's also become a place where marketers have a golden opportunity to connect with their audience. Now, why is this important to you? The reason why this is important to you is that if you understand how to utilize social networks to grow your business, it's going to ease the process of expanding your audience exponentially. Truth be told, it's getting more and more difficult to do this organically, meaning doing everything for free. But if you have some patience and are willing to spend maybe $50 a month in advertising, social media can really do some amazing things for you and your brand. Instead of thinking of social media as just another burden that marketers have to deal with, picture social media and social networks as an ecosystem of individuals who have special interests and objectives that you can target very simply with minimal effort. As an example, did you know that with Facebook you are able to, for example, target males who are 21 to 36 years old, that live in Chicago, who own a home, make over $250,000 a year, and have an interest in boating? If you didn't know that you could do this, realize that you absolutely can, and really the costs to do so are pretty minimal if you target correctly. But the value of social media doesn't stop there. Back in the early to mid-90s, when the internet was still rather young, one of the more popular things that existed is what was called a forum. And although some forums still exist today, they've essentially been replaced by social media. Many of these social media platforms have groups or community areas where individuals can meet virtually and discuss common interests with each other. The last and probably most valuable reason to utilize social media is that it's also a place where you as a business owner are able to encourage your brand advocates to come together and converse with each other about topics that you want to hear. So for example, how great would it be to post a question to hundreds of your brand advocates at the same time in an effort to make a decision on what your next product should be for your business? If you don't realize it already, the place where you can do that is already here, and that place is social media. So that is the value of social media. It's become a platform where users are openly willing to share what their most intimate beliefs and hobbies are, that allows for discussions among like-minded people who are passionate about particular subjects, which helps businesses create virtual communities of their most enthusiastic fans.